Hi folks, welcome to Ping the Last with the Money Rider lads. Quick shout out before we start off to Frankie and Enable. Congratulations on winning the Arc again.
Absolutely.
But what we're here for is the jumps. That's what we love. That's what we enjoy. It's starting to build, as we know. You know, there's a few jumps out there. We've noticed a few names crop up.
Besides like that recently.
But what we thought we'd bring you is albums to watch for next season, basically. So we'll kick off with Thomas Patrick's one you like, Sean. Looking at a few notes here, we've got obviously Aintree, Newbury, Exeter and Chepstow. Managed to get three first there and a fourth. All would appear to be on soft ground.
It would, yeah. I mean, to be fair, this was a horse. I probably only caught the last two races of it, if I'm honest. The first two at the beginning of the season, or beginning of this year, 2018, I missed the first two. Heard about, but didn't really watch the races. The second two really impressed. Good 3 miler. A horse that seems to, well, I mean, it's Richard Judson. As long as he stays on board, which I'm assuming Tom Lacey will. Yeah. Fingers crossed, keep him in as the ride. It's a horse that stays longer than the mother-in-law.
Hey.
We love it. We'll have a cliche. But yeah, he stays and he's jumping. I mean, he just seems to fly.
Yeah, you mentioned that a couple of times. How well he's jumped.
I'm pretty sure I did mention him at the end of maybe one of the videos last year. You know, we just saw one of the races, but really watched them back a couple of times since, just to get back in the mood for the jumps, as it were. And yeah, I think for me, he'll probably stay the 3 mile distance. As I say, where he'll go.
Yeah.
We've done a bit of research. We've not really found any entries for anyone at the moment, so where I don't know.
Far too early.
But if I'm honest, I feel with his jumping, his ability, his turn of foot, even after 3 miles, and like you say, on soft ground, there's an engine.
Well, he's had two. I'm not sure the Aintree one. I didn't catch that, I'm afraid. But the Newbury and Exeter, they're both 3 mile. And Chepstow was, only literally just under. I've got down as 2.28. But,
there was that's what I mean. There's no real difference in that, and the way he won. I mean, the last race was a large field with some decent horses in it. And put them to bed quite comfortably, if I'm honest. So for me, for a value horse, that's where I'll be definitely one for the tracker, if I'm honest. 100% on my.
I'd say 12 starts, 6 over hurdle, 6 over chase, and
the chase. As long as he stays chase, for me personally, jumps well, jumps well, stays the distance, goes on reasonable any sort of ground at the moment. Not really sure anything above soft, good to soft, but
cool.
That's my first one.
We'll come back to your second choice. We'll give Neil a chance to speak. One of your first fancies was Summerville Boy. Again. Last 4 races, Cheltenham Sandown, Cheltenham twice, on the heavy side of down soft and stuff like that. First, third and second, so I can see why.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, this horse I've picked out by default because I've backed against it twice and I've been wrong twice. First of all, one at the Tolworth at Sandown, where we were.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've got the video on the YouTube channel, so you'll find it and go back.
In the absolute pea down rain, beat a horse called Kalashnikov that day, who I did back, and that's why I say by default. Beat the horse that I did back that day, franked that massively by then going on to Cheltenham and winning the novice hurdle in a big field, and again had Kalashnikov back in second that day.
And a usual man's favourite fading away, so there was a lot of.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he started career off under Adrian Heskin, as you'd expect to do. Noel Feely picked up the ride after that for Sandown and for Cheltenham, and he's literally gone from strength to strength from then on. So again, entries after this, I think it's a little bit too early to say. He's won a novice hurdle. I'd imagine he'll stay hurdling. There's potential to go chasing. I'm sure there is in sort of novice company. If he goes hurdling, I mean, you're looking at potentially champion hurdles. I'm not sure he's a champion hurdle horse, but again,
he'll make the frame.
He will make the frame. I'm sure he'll get an entry, whether that's declared or not. Who knows? But again, I'm not ashamed to say I've come across it by default because I got beat by it twice.
But if you see a good horse, you see a good horse, don't you?
Exactly. And Kalashnikov was no mug and he's beaten him twice, so again, someone to keep an eye on.
As you say, he certainly knows Slatch himself.
Indeed.
Okay, we'll push on to one of my choices then. I quite like the look of Black Op. Again, you can look at where he's run: Aintree, Cheltenham, Doncaster. Well, obviously we all know Aintree and Cheltenham are not exactly easy horses to run. He's gone first, second, and first. He's come second to Sam Crow and second to Santini. So again, 2 horses that are not exactly terrible by any means.
Santini was one that you followed a lot.
Yeah, that's again. I got beat. That was one of the most frustrating ones for me at the festival because I remember cursing Nico de Boinville massively. He'll just give the horse far too much to do. At the festival, but yeah, no, definitely.
Another one for Tom George as well.
Yeah.
There's a few we've liked along the way there, which I mentioned as well.
Shout out Tom.
Yeah, you know, I mean, again, he's only had the 7 starts, 5 over hurdles, but you know, there's promise there definitely.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100% with that.
So I definitely think that's one
for your tracker,
for me to keep an eye on the tracker.
Definitely on that one.
We've also got a couple of picks in. We'll run over both of Jacobs now. I think
be
a bit easy rather than backtrack with that. But and we've had a couple of picks from Jacob Trotter from the racingtips.net, who you obviously see on like Twitter and stuff that we're sort of working with or in partnership, whatever you want to call it.
Does a lot of good things for us. Definitely.
Yeah, he's a nice lad, and he definitely puts his work in. You'll be able to see a bit more about Jacob's picks in depth. We'll try and share a bit on Twitter about it. We'll try and put a bit on the blog as well and stuff like that, and Facebook or whatever. So we'll give you a bit more of his thoughts. Obviously, he's not here to do that. He lives elsewhere. But we'll start with Shady Operator, and again, one that's not had too many starts, only 5 starts, 4 over hurdles, but a win and 3 seconds. He's run at Punchestown, Groran, Cork, and Punchestown again. On the softer heavy side, but second, first, and second. So
softer heavy. So one of those to look for probably around about this time to the end of the year when the weather changes. Yeah. We know how the courses get. They either they're abandoned or they're boggy. Some of them won't get to. So especially if it's an Irish horse, and they'll run over there a lot. So it's definitely one.
So again, as I say, you better read a bit more on why he thinks so much about that horse or why it's his pick. So and then his second pick is La Rocha for Nick Williams. Had a few more starts, got 15 starts here. He's had 5 over chase and 10 over hurdles. 3 wins on chase, 4 wins on hurdles. He's run at Cheltenham, Exton and Market Raisin. Again, that sort of soft to heavy, soft in places, tight ground again. Brought down in his last, so obviously can't really judge him on that.
No.
But same sort of distances, 2 mile 4, 2 mile 3, all around about that. And then at Exeter he was 3rd, and then at Market Raisin he won. So, again, a well-known trainer. Sounds
and the good thing with Jacob as well is you tend to find with a lot of his tips there will be good value for money. Yeah, these are sort of horses that you will find kind of not always touching favourite. Do you see what I mean? It's a little bit, it's a little bit 4s to 5s upwards sort of thing. So there is good value in Jacobs as well, and does a lot of research as well. So definitely worth a look on the website on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we'll jump back to you then, Sean. A name that we all know and love.
Talking of anyone can back a favourite.
Yeah,
and I'm always going to pick
obviously.
I'm going to pick the Mullins.
We all really know it anyway. But 20 starts, 15 over hurdle, 5 over chase. 5 wins from each of them. That's not mentioned in the seconds and the thirds, where he was probably building and starting out kind of thing. Again, distance-wise, we know 2 mile, round about that, maybe a bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. One at Punchestown, one at Cheltenham, one at Leopardstown. We don't really need to tell people too much about him.
It's not a case of he's one to watch now, because you'll get pelters, because anyone can pick a favourite.
I'm
fully aware he has never gone off at a favourable odds for a bookie. That's not the reason for picking him. But me and you have had this discussion before, and the sole reason that I'll put him down as a pick is because if the mighty Altior, if anyone's going to put it to him, in my opinion, and they stay the distance, and Altior stays Queen Mother, and we said on the filming of the day when we were at Cheltenham that if that's the case, I would love to see, and I don't think there are many horses that can put it to Altior. If he's jumping, which can be sketchy at times, we witnessed it again at Cheltenham, where he lost 14 lengths. And then wins by 12.
Yeah.
In a field, arguably, where we thought Petit Mouchoir would put it to him, flattered to deceive massively. Brain Power was, again, a good second, but a long way second. So they're no mugs, but they're not in the same class as Altior. So I would just like a disclaimer, the reason for the pick. I'm fully aware of the odds. That's fine, but you know, every now and then you've got to try and just find something that's going to take an edge off a legend. Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah.
And if anyone's going to get there, possibly...
Well, you know, I mean, we said when we set out that this would be our ones to watch. Not necessarily
Don't back
diamonds
it.
in the rough
Yeah.
or unknown horses. We just said these are ones that have caught our eye.
Yeah.
Whether they've caught everybody's eye is not in question.
No, like I say, I'm not saying go and lump
Yeah.
on, because if you look at his odds, where he's gone off in his last 5, 2 to 5 on, 5 to 6, 4 to 9, 4 to 6. I'm not saying that last season was value for money. But this year,
you can guarantee you'll get a price.
If he goes the right route, i.e. your Tingle Creeks, depending if you go Aintree at Christmas, the King George Festival, and then on to Cheltenham, if that's the route they take and they aim to maybe just put it to Altidore, you're going to get a price for footpad this year.
Yeah, I mean,
and with the chance of sneaking something.
Yeah, I mean, I would be amazed if they matched up at Tingle Creek, to be honest with you, because I think everyone would want Cheltenham. But the problem, and again, we say it every year, this is Willie Mullins, so he could have the race, he could pull in 2 minutes before the race goes off. So who knows? But I mean, if it happens, it'll be a cracker.
Yeah, like I say, it's just one of those where I'm putting my neck on the line in a sense of last year was an odds-on favourite, so you may say that it's not necessarily putting your neck on the line. What I'm saying is I'm saying he could put it to Altidore. Now, there are not many people.
As I say, you're not talking about a diamond in the rough that nobody's heard of. You're just saying this is a horse.
Another class horse that can take on what at the moment seems to just be a machine.
Yeah,
but there has to be something at some point.
Someone's got to come along at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's just because I know everyone.
We think.
We hope, because I know everyone.
We hope not. I hope not.
I
would be more than happy if he retired unbeaten. But
you'll be crying in your beer.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, sort of enough really said on him, isn't it, really? So we'll move on to your other choice, Neil, which is Corley Law. Henderson train. In the green silk.
Yes.
Which we
love a two-tone.
Yeah, we do love a two-tone.
Indeed.
10 starts, all over hurdles, 5 wins in a place. So again, 50%. You can't argue with that.
No.
Sandown, Wincanton, Sandown.
Also, we know where he likes to run.
Yeah.
All sort of same ground again. Goes on obviously the soft, ground.
That's where he's done the majority of his winning. As I say, very exciting 5-year-old. I do like this horse an awful lot. I was actually there at Sandown January gone when he beat Robert Walford's horse, which was Al Merlin. He was actually going for a 4-timer that day. Again, peeing down the rain, conditions were terrible, but literally won it well going away.
He did.
And he actually beat, I'm going back to after that in April, Little Rockefeller. Who had a good run yesterday. He actually had
a good one.
He had Little Rockefeller back by some 16 lengths, and that was a race that also had Holstone in it and Olgard, who looked to be sort of coming back to some sort of form for Paul Nicholls as well.
Certainly names that people have heard of.
And it's interesting. I was looking at the form and possible entries and things like this, doing the research as we do. We do research. He was actually entered. His name was put forward for the champion hurdle last year. And speaking, not personally speaking to Nicky, but in an interview, he basically said that he put the names down along with sort of 3 others after My Tent and Bouvier.
Who were always going to be favourites. Going into that.
Just didn't see much point putting him in. Bouvier was, made hard work of it, but he was likely always going to win it. My Tent always runs his race. So to put Call Me Lord in it as well was probably just, a step too far at that time. But
it wasn't a need to,
No, but again,
it turned out the right course of action, didn't it, really? Because then he skipped the festival altogether, goes to Aintree and, blitzed the field. We were impressed. We were talking about how good he was. And the effect there had not taken him to Cheltenham in a race where Nicky Henderson not stacked the deck but had enough there.
Yeah, he ran him elsewhere in February before that as well, before the festival, after he declared that he wasn't going to run in the hurdle, but he finished 3rd in a pretty decent decent race. But looking at the festival this year, I'd be amazed if My Tent gets another crack at the champion hurdle. What the age? Obviously 11 now.
I'd be surprised.
So again, if you're going to assume he'll run Bouvier,
He'll always have a second.
I would be very excited to see what where Call Me Lord goes. But certainly I think champion hurdler in the
what distance has he been winning over there?
2-4.
Oh, okay.
2-4, 2-3. Of course, champion hurdle's going to be a little bit sharper than that. But with the turn of foot that he showed when I was there at Sandown back in January,
Could he go to Stayers?
Well,
because he seems to win going away on Sunderland.
he
So
does
there's enough of a
away,
tank.
so if you're
isn't
going
there?
in the stage, you're going to sort of step up to
So
2.6, 2.7. It's
so
definitely possible.
There's enough in the tank, isn't it? If he's
Yeah.
winning at 2-4, going away from very good opponents, like
Yeah.
little Rockefeller who stays and so, you know.
It's a possibility. Again, you're
Is
going
it
to
an option?
assume that Bouvier is going to go for the champion hurdle again. There's nothing to say that he won't.
/ win.
Yeah, very possibly. Very possibly. This is what we're doing. We're trying to find a few that are emerging from the pack to put it up to
the big boys.
as we said, Altior, Bouvier, who have, I wouldn't say they've had it easy. Mellon give them a race obviously last year, but someone at some point's got to come along and knock you off your perch,
and that's why this sport works, though, doesn't it? That's,
So Call Me Lord, one I'm very, very sweet on.
Okay, cool. Fine. Well, that leaves me really my final choice. I sort of plumped for Mr Adjudicator for Mullins. You know, not blistering, don't get me wrong. He's had 12 starts, he's only had the 2 wins and the 2 places, but you know, he's managed some decent fields, and done at Punchestown and at Cheltenham and Leopardstown a couple of times. He's second in his last 2, and then first and 2 before that. You know, he lost to Farclas at Cheltenham, you know, which is a good horse as well. And then he beat Farclas back at Leopardstown before that. So
it's just difficult to read into that, really, isn't it?
It is a bit, really. Like I say, one we don't know too much about, but you know, again, run over that sort of distance, seems to do 2 mile, 2 mile, 1, something round about that quite easily or efficiently. And I just think, he's starting to show a little bit of promise. And, you know, like I say, if you've gone 2 seconds and first, you know what I mean, you can't really be too sad with that, can you, you know?
You'd assume Willie Mullins will have him ready as well.
Yeah, of course you will.
You know, well-known stable, been there, done it, seen it, got the T-shirt sort of thing. So, you know, if anyone can get the best out of him, I'm sure it'll be someone like Mullins, wouldn't it?
Like I say, it's tough to write anything off that that man sends out. Whether you agree with the way he does it, the horses are always primed and ready for whatever scenario he seems fit. So it's difficult. So it's easy to judge the manner of way he approaches some races, so to speak. But you cannot question the ability of the horses that are in that stable, can you?
No, I think let's say it's just. I don't think it's keeping everyone guessing, but you know, if you feel, you know,
it's just the luxury you have, don't you? Really, like, as a trainer that's got that sort of setup. It's like with your Godolphins or O'Briens in the flat world. It's having that ability to be able to do that, and if you can, why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Yeah. If you can do it and you've got that luxury, then you're going to do it. So
certainly,
you know, it's just the way it is, basically, isn't it?
That's just the way it is. I'm singing on
Save us from that. Right, so basically, folks, that's our first part ones to watch. We'll be back with a second half for you. So we'll have a couple more picks each. We'll have our friend Jamie Brownlow. We're going to get something from Jamie. Maybe he'll just give us a bit of a write-up like Jacob did, or whether he said he might be able to do a bit of audio or video and that, so we'll work that in. We'll bring you a second half with some other ones for you to keep an eye on.
Yeah, definitely.
We're obviously pressing on with our scarves. We should be on Kickstart soon, so get on there and give us a bit of backing and
please,
help us make a success of this.
Let us know. This is all about this jump season. People will know stuff that we don't know.
Absolutely.
I like your Jacobs and your Jamies. And there are plenty of you out there that watch that will know so much.
Who have we missed?
We might
mention them next time round.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Lovely.